Hey, welcome my friends. It's real nice and Molly here, bringing you another traditional Guyanese recipe. Today we're going to be doing Mauby. And I know you can all remember Mauby. It's one of those traditional favorites of Guyanese and all over the Caribbean, West Indies. So Mauby is made from a bark, which we have there, the bark of a tree. So I know one time or the other, you probably had a Mauby and fish and bread, or a Mauby and a cake or something like that. Right? A cold Mauby is so refreshing. So we're going to be doing that recipe here today, guys. Okay guys, so for this recipe here, we're going to be using the Mauby bark that we see here on the left. The little packets you can get to buy in the store. You're not using the entire packet. We have about 6 pieces of bark here, as you can see. Okay, we're going to be using a cinnamon stick there. For this recipe also, we're going to be using some aniseed, which is here. The small aniseed, not the star aniseed. And over there we have some cloves. At the top there we have a little bag, and that's a spice bag, which we're going to put the aniseed in. And the reason why you do that is because if you were to put the aniseed into the Mauby by itself, it would become slimy and it would make your Mauby slimy. So in this case here, in Guyana, long ago, sometimes they still use a piece of cotton to wrap that in, put a knot on it. But you can also get these bags here. They're called spice bags, and it's made from a muslin cotton, which is the most basic form of cotton without any dyes or chemicals in them. So they can be used for cooking, storing spices or whatever. As you can see here, it's spice bags here. This is the one we are using here. As you can see here, it can be added to your Mauby in a pot there. Alright, so that's all we're gonna need for this Mauby here. Delicious Mauby, guys. I know you can all remember this, so let's get started with this Mauby here. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do here, that you have to do for making your Mauby, is you have to boil your ingredients here, your bark and your cloves and stuff, in some water to make a concentrate. So we're gonna be using 4 cups of water here. You don't really need to use a lot of water for your concentrate if you're not going to make a whole lot of gallons of Mauby. Alright. Okay, so we have our water on here. The stove is on, so we're going to go get ready the aniseed, which we have to put in the bag, as I told you guys. So there, our aniseed is in there now. And it has a drawstring there, as you can see. You just have to draw that close. And you can put a little knot like that if you like. And these bags are reusable, guys, so you can use them, you can wash them and use them back again. Alright, so we have that there now. So we're gonna go add these ingredients to our pot. We're gonna bring that to a boil, then lower our stove and let it boil slowly until it gets to about half. Now we're gonna add our ingredients there, our Mauby bark and the cloves, and that's the aniseed there. So we're gonna let this come up to a rapid boil, and then we're gonna lower our stove to about medium and let it continue to boil and let it become a concentrate. So you're looking for this to be about half the amount of water. Okay, so we have boiled this Mauby bark to make the concentrate here for about 30 minutes. That's about the time you need to boil this. So we're gonna check here now, and as you can see, the water has reduced to about half of what we started with, and that's what you're looking for here. So this now is a concentrated Mauby. This is gonna be very bitter. Okay, you're gonna wait for this to cool, and then we're gonna move on to the next steps. So you don't have to be very specific about how much Mauby bark you're using here. About 5 or 6 pieces. If you're going to use a lot more water to make a bigger batch, then you can use a few more sticks of the bark, pieces of the bark, because it's a concentrate really you're making, and then you're going to be diluting it in water to make the Mauby to your taste and liking. Okay, some people like it a little more bitter, and some like it a little bit more milder. So it doesn't really matter how strong this concentrate is, it's gonna be diluted. Okay, so we're gonna wait for this to cool, and then we're gonna move on. Okay guys, so we finished boiling this here, and as I said, we left it to cool. And what you want to do, what is usually done then, is that you would leave this to sit for about 2 to 4 hours for it to steep, just like you would steep tea or whatever. You want this to steep for about 2 to 4 hours. Okay, so that time has passed, and now we continue here. So what you want to do now is remove the bark and the other spices that you boiled this with, and discard of that. So what you want to do here now is you want to strain your Mauby concentrate into a bottle, preferably a glass bottle, but we don't have one here, so that's why we're using this plastic bottle here. But for stuff like this, you store it in a glass bottle. Okay, that's better. And this may not look like a lot here guys, but this is very concentrated, it's very bitter, and you only need to add a little bit of this to make your Mauby. There is no exact measurement. Alright, you just have to mix and taste. So we're gonna make a little bit now, show you guys what it looks like. Take a taste. Alright, and you see that froth in there. When your Mauby is frothing, that's a good sign. It's a good Mauby. Okay guys, so we are ready to go here. Basically how we would do this, we would add enough water as to how much Mauby we want to make. So any container, but if you're gonna keep it in the fridge, this has to be served chilled and with ice. So if you're gonna put it in the fridge, you put it in a container that you can put it in the fridge with. Okay guys, so we've decided to make this much here for now. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add our concentrate, a bit of the concentrate to this here now. And then you're gonna add some sugar to sweeten that. So she's adding some more of the concentrate there. So this is basically how you have to do it guys. You have to add some concentrate. So we're just measuring what we're adding there to give you a sense of how much concentrate to how much water. It's not gonna be the same for you, of course. It depends on how strong your concentrate is to begin with. So we're gonna taste here again and see if we need to add more sugar or more concentrate. So this to us looks like it needs a bit more sugar. So you can also store this, all of the concentrate, in the fridge in a glass bottle, as I said, and you can make a glass at a time or 2 glasses at a time, whatever you prefer, whatever you like. Okay guys, so the little bit more sugar there did it for us. So this is tasting very good for us now, the real Mauby taste here. So that is how you have to go about getting your Mauby to the right taste that you like. Okay, some people like it a little more bitter, some people like it a little more sweeter. Some people also add a little bit of essence to this here, vanilla essence. If you like that, you can add that as well. So it's your preference if you want to add the essence. But here is the recipe guys. I've known someone that did this for a living and sold in front of a cinema for most of their lives, and that person was Molly's uncle. So this is the way they used to make it, and with the aniseed and everything, aniseed adds a nice flavor to this Mauby here as well. Okay, and there you go. That's it, the real thing there guys. So at the cinemas they will sell this. You will have your egg balls and potato ball and fish cake and stuff like that with a Mauby. Just like this here. Tastes just like this. Delicious. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Also click the bell next to the subscribe button, which allows you to get instant notifications. Please share this video as well. And as always, thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye.